Canada's home prices are out of control. Canadians are no strangers to sky-high home prices, but if you've been a homeowner over the last 20 years, you've seen how crazy things have gotten in a very short amount of time. As a real estate agent myself, I've seen this happen right before my eyes, and I've never seen something like this past year. Forecasts have been all over the place when it comes to sales in Canada due to the rapidly increasing demand. A recent article by RBC Economics projected that the resale market in 2021 would jump 16%, which was way above their projected forecast at the beginning of this year. At the same time, prices are forecasted to rise 14.1% in 2021, which would bring the median price of homes in Canada to about $707,000. Those are just staggering numbers, especially when you compare to other developed countries. Canada comes in number 7 with regards to the house price to income ratio at about 125%. In North America alone, Canadian cities comprise of 4 of the 6 least affordable cities to live, with the top 3 being Vancouver, Toronto, and Hamilton. So obviously there's a problem here. It's been a perfect storm: lower interest rates, rising costs of lumber, and the pandemic has allowed would-be home buyers to save more money than usual. The reason why this could be a major issue is because income has not been rising on par with rising home prices, and would-be home buyers are now priced out of the market, which means that a correction may be imminent. But hey, as a Canadian, you're used to all this commotion in housing prices. So what I'm going to tell you today is some of the regulatory things that'll happen in order to correct the market. And for those of you who are impatient, I'm going to give you a few solutions to help would-be buyers to get into more affordable housing. Now, when we look at a regulation standpoint, the main tool that the federal government will use is increasing interest rates. So that's something to be cautious of. If you are planning on buying or you're in a variable mortgage, chances are interest rates will go up in the future. Along with interest rates, they are making more and more restrictions in order to buy. So these are qualifying measures where they don't necessarily increase the interest rates, but they tell you you've got to qualify at a higher interest rate to buy at the lower interest rate, thereby slowing down the market. We've also seen the implementation of the so-called foreign buyers tax, which requires non-residents to pay a tax on properties that they're buying in Canada, specifically for residential. This you'll see more in places like Ontario and BC, and more within the municipalities of Vancouver and Toronto, where often buyers from overseas are using Canadian real estate as a place to essentially hold their money. But that alone has not been enough to slow down the housing market, and it won't be before long that we see the federal government stepping in to slow down the surge of housing prices. But there is a silver lining. Not every major city in Canada has had these surging prices, and there are a few municipalities where things are actually quite affordable. The most notable cities would be Quebec City, Edmonton, Winnipeg, and of course my personal favorite, Calgary, Alberta. I'm from Calgary, Alberta. I love it. Best place to live in the world. To give you an idea of the big price difference between a city like Calgary and Vancouver, the average price for a detached home in Vancouver right now is $1.88 million. And in Calgary, it's about $577,000. That is a 3 times price difference. And that's why more and more people are choosing to live in cities like Calgary. Other cities like Montreal and Quebec are also great places because they are affordable and amazing cities to live. You do have to, however, contend with the fact that French is a first language there. These are all beautiful cities to live, and the quality of life is just as good as somewhere like Vancouver and Toronto. And if you're moving to somewhere like Calgary, it's not only got a great quality of life, but it was ranked as the #1 cleanest city in the world. You know what they say, cleanliness is next to. But overall, guys, the main point I'm trying to make here is that although housing prices are out of control in Canada, there are still affordable cities that you can live in, and eventually the market will reach equilibrium, supply and demand will balance out, and all will be normal again. If you are looking to buy now and you can afford it, I do suggest you take advantage of the low interest rates. If you can't afford to buy now, wait until the volatility has stabilized or till the government has implemented various policies, or come to Calgary. It's a beautiful place. You'll love it. It's affordable. It's clean. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name, I should have said this at the beginning, is Kamil Lalji. I'm a real estate agent developer in the heart of Canada, Calgary, Alberta. If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and comment below. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, and then here are the funny faces. Done.